to a brand new YouTube video. Look at me starting it off right at the beginning of the week for once. I'm gonna leave this right here and we're gonna get right into training and I'll explain it. For deadlifts, we're 6 weeks out, sort of. Figure to bring that, but yeah, I am currently 6 weeks out. That's all. I'll see you after today's squat and bench session. We're at a new block, by the way, so we're on week 1 after a very successful comeback block, week 4, all that kind of stuff. We don't talk about bench because that was super stupid. So I'm not even holding that. To me, like, oh man, dude, I'm so pissed. I feel I'm holding that back. I should never have done. So the comeback block is complete, but we are 6 weeks out. So I'm leaving that there. I'll see you later. It's currently Thursday. We just finished up our super easy day that we had here, and I'm not gonna lie, my deadlift is probably gonna be very scary soon. I'm looking kind of big too. I'm just noticing, but let's roll the tape. I didn't really know what to expect with deadlifts. I mean, like last week we only had RB7 work, so I wasn't like, fatigue isn't too high. So just taking what's there. I gave myself a range of 45 to 530 for the double I had at 6, and I could have hit that 530. I'm not gonna lie, like looking back on it, I should have just loaded it. But you know, we gotta pace it because we're 6 weeks out, and I'm gonna explain in a second why the case is. Did that 463 for a set of 5, just blew that out of the water, and then just doing my back offs of my back offs. So 418, last 2 sets of 5. And then today we had a 3x7 at 6. I haven't had sets of 7 on bench in a long time. I don't know why the case is. And also, I had to bench yesterday too, instead of benching on my normal day on Friday for my primer work. So I don't know what Isaac is cooking up behind the scenes, but I trust the process. So trust your coach. He knows what he's doing. He or she knows what he's doing. So we are 6 weeks out, sort of. And what I mean by that is that I will be taking a month-long break after this meet, so on. So I'm going to Japan the last 2 weeks of December with Hector. We have been planning this for 4 months now. We finally got the plane tickets. We're locked in. But yeah, I'll be going to Japan for 2 full weeks at the end of December. I am super excited. Japan is my probably #1 destination I want to go to right now. And I was thinking like, it's the perfect time to do it. So I'm not gonna be lifting. There are gyms out there. I've seen them. They're sick as fuck. But I'm on vacation. And when I'm on vacation, I just wanna relax, do like the touristy shit, eat some good ass fucking food, and that's it. I don't wanna do anything. I wanna give my body a break, let it rest. Granted, we just had this like deload block that has completely revamped me, I would say. I'm super happy that we're rested, but there's another big thing that doesn't cover the last bit of December, and I will be talking about that later because it's a little bit more personable. So unfortunately, you guys are gonna have to wait till later in the video to find out what this is. But basically, we're 6 weeks out. December 1st, I will be doing a mock meet here at Odyssey Barbell Club, testing to see what we are at, because I probably will not be competing until August of next year. And that's tough. That's gonna be a long off season. This will be my longest off season of all time. Almost like a year and a half of not competing, but I think it's going to benefit me very greatly in the long run and really show what we put together in this off season. So there's that. But the main reason why we're 6 weeks out is coming to you after Friday's work. So I'll see you tomorrow. So this is the reason that I will be taking a whole month off. This is a little hard for me, I'm not gonna lie. But first, let's talk about my training the last 2 days. But yesterday we had just some RPE5 work, 6, super easy day. We've been noticing that taking that Friday, that secondary day of squats and deadlifts, has been going nuts when it comes to the primary. So we're just doing that. It lets my body recover the most, but still getting some work in to prime the body for hitting something heavier come that primary. So we hit 397 for a set of 4 at RP5 and 308 for 7 on high bar at like 6. And then we also had stiff legs with 308 for sets of 8 at 5. So honest work, but this is going to be where I kind of lay it on the line. A lot of people know about this at Odyssey just because I've told them about it, and they know about it because they've asked and they've seen it. But yeah, this is where I kind of let loose and kind of show it. The reason I will be taking a month off December and basically like doing a mock meet is because I will be getting surgery in December. Nothing is like ripped, torn, or anything like that. It's more so an aesthetic thing. If you guys are very observant, I have these like lumps, basically all across my body in some areas. So you can see them a lot on my arms, as you can see. I have one like pretty bad, if you can see that. That's one right there. My legs as well. And I've mentioned it in the past, but yeah, it's just a time that I gotta get surgery, get these removed, and there's not really a better time than December just because we're already taking 2 weeks off to go to Japan. So it was all about a timing thing. I've known about this since I think March, and I haven't really said anything. Isaac has known about it for a couple months now, but I just didn't say anything because it is what it is. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's something I'm pretty self-conscious about, like especially the ones on my legs. I don't really care about the ones on my arms or like my stomach area per se, but like the ones on my legs, it like sucks because some of them are pretty massive and they're kind of gross to look at, and I've just been super self-conscious about it. Like sometimes when I wear like shorter shorts of mine, they kind of get shown a lot, and I'm like constantly like pulling my shorts down to kind of hide it and not like let that be seen, because it's not a normal thing you see people do or have rather, but it's just how it is. But the surgery is going to focus on getting the ones in my arms out and then the ones in my legs out, so I can have some more confidence in myself when it comes to that time. So that's the reason. I'm not gonna lie. This has been tough to say. I've kind of wanted to make this video regarding this like situation for a while now, and I just didn't have the confidence to do it. But now it's like the perfect time because why not? Yeah. So it's a genetic thing. I can't really control it. It's basically just like lumps of fat because my body doesn't really know how to process an over caloric intake and transfer that just into fat. So this is kind of what happens. some people think it's pretty cool that that happens. It's just like what that's kind of, I guess, the reason I'm pretty lean from my weight class. But yeah, that's the case. So this is tough. It's not something easy to say, I would say. You know, when asked about it, it's just like, fuck, I don't want to talk about this. Not really. I've been dealing with it for, I think I noticed the first one in high school, like junior year. And I didn't know what to think about it, didn't do anything about it. Then more started showing up, and then now we're here. So now we're getting surgery to get them removed. But that's that. So, enough of that. We still got bench to finish up. But yeah, that's where we're at. So, tough to say, but it's off my chest. A lot of burdens off my shoulder now, so we can get that. But we got week 1 bench coming up. But I'm going to be watching UFC first before I go to the gym, because that's on right now. So, we're going to go watch that. We're going to hit some week 1 bench, and then we're going to see what happens. So, I'll see you in a couple minutes. Alright, so that is all she wrote. Bench has been like not the same ever since we had to like pull back a lot. I'm totally okay with that. Not a big deal. As we are 5 weeks out. So yeah, that's the case. I just want to speak on one more thing. So I did say that I'm not going to be competing until August. So with the surgery in Japan, unfortunately, it's a 4-week recovery time. So I won't be able to lift until I come back from Japan. And to me, I don't want to jump into a meet prep with having to basically get back to what I usually am at in a month. And not only top of that, but somehow peak in another month. What I mean by that is that Nationals is in March. So I would come back in January, somehow have to get back, kind of rush that process, and then basically have to spend all of February trying to peak and somehow put my best performance forward. And that's something I don't want to do, because to me, every meet I want to do, I want to absolutely blow myself out of the water. I know it's not going to be perfect, but I'd rather spend the time to get where I want to be rather than forced just like another performance and go. On top of that, I probably won't have the money to go to Nationals, I'm not going to lie, with Japan. Just saying that right now. But that's it. But yeah, that's the case. I mean, we're going good. We'll see what we got. Feeling good. Feeling rested. Feeling recovered. Feel great. Just got to continue that forward for another 5 weeks to see what we got. But we'll see what happens. So that's the end of this video. You already know what to do. Get your coaching in. Strive for excellence and expect nothing. See you guys in the next one.